Whether it's that holiday meal that might be coming up, a family gathering, or maybe it's just that church potluck that you want to impress everybody with your side dish, that everybody will be amazed by that item. This is going to be that item. I'm Ralph. Welcome to my kitchen. We're starting out with 3 pounds of sweet potatoes. Now, I've got some cranberries that have been soaking for the last 30 minutes in orange juice. Now, you could also be using raisins. Now, before I go on, let me just bring up an interesting fact about raisins. If you use the golden raisins and you put them in one of those little plastic containers with a lid and you dump it in there and you cover all of those raisins with gin. And then you just let it sit open for a while until either the raisins have soaked up all that gin or the rest of it is evaporated. Then put the cover on. If you take 9 of those per day, it'll help with your arthritis. And if it doesn't, I really don't think you're going to care. Now, back to the recipe. 3 pounds sweet potatoes, cranberries, and orange juice. I'm going to drain off that orange juice and immediately put that in with the sweet potatoes. Now, along with that, I'm going to be putting 2/3 of a cup of brown sugar, 4 tablespoons of butter. I have some pumpkin pie seasoning here. Have a 1/2 cup of crushed pecans. I have 1 cup of pineapple chunks. Now, you could use crushed pineapple. If you do, you probably won't need a full cup and it will take longer to drain. And the chunks just seemed a little bit big, so I cut the chunks into thirds. And I think that will be better than getting a big old chunk of pineapple when you bite into the sweet potatoes. And the final ingredient here, more orange juice. Gonna take all that and just start mashing it up. This is actually pretty fun and definitely very colorful. You gotta check this out. See what we're doing in there? This is gonna be great, y'all. Put y'all back there. Now, I have the oven preheating to 375 degrees. Now at this point, I think we've got them pretty well mashed up, but I want to make sure they're good and blended together with all those different ingredients. So I'm just going to use a spatula and just kind of fold everything in. As you can see, this doesn't take hardly any time at all. Now, I have an 8x8 baking safe dish here. Just going to scoop all of the sweet potatoes in there. Just going to smooth it all out. Tastes good. I can tell. If it tastes this good right now, it's going to be awesome after it bakes. Just get it nice and smooth. Now when you baked those sweet potatoes, I baked mine at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. But I'm not going to tell you how long because that's going to depend on how big of a sweet potato you have. Now mine took quite a bit of time. I'll bet it was probably an hour and a half of baking at 400 degrees. But if you're using smaller sweet potatoes, yours might take half that amount of time. So the 400 degrees, probably good to remember. The time, that's going to be up to you. What you want to know is when they are soft. You can pull them out at some point in time. Try to give them a little squeeze. You might need a hot mitt on for that. But I would use something to poke them with. Now, I used my instant read thermometer. I just pulled that out. I poked that in. And when there was very little to no resistance, I knew they were done. Right now, we're ready to put these into the oven for about 20 minutes. Catch you in a few moments. And we're back. Got it out of the oven. It's been resting for the last few minutes, still extremely hot. Now let me give you a couple of tips here. Instead of putting it directly into the oven, you could have just covered it with some aluminum foil, stuck it in the freezer, and just waited until you needed that special occasion coming up. Take it out the day before, let it thaw in the refrigerator, pop it in to bake the day of. Doesn't take very long. 20 minutes is all it took at 375 degrees. You're ready to go. If you want to, you can also top it with some mini marshmallows and just cover the top of that, and then put it back into the oven for maybe another 5 to 10 minutes until those start to golden up. Good choice, but not everybody likes the marshmallows on top. Now, how does it taste? Well, first off, how does it look? Let me give you a closer view of this. That is how it's turning out. Nice and colorful. You can see there's lots of different ingredients in there. Let me grab a spoon real quick. Now this is going to be really hot, so I hope I don't burn the dookies out of my mouth. While I'm waiting for that to cool down, if you're liking the video, give me a like down below, hit that button. If you feel so inclined, please give me a subscription because I love my subscribers. They give me some of the best ideas. And with that said, let's see how this tastes. This is fantastic. It really is. You get not just the sweet potatoes, you instantly get the flavor of the chunks of pineapple that's in there. You get that texture from the chopped pecans that are in there. I mean, this is really, really awesome. You're gonna love this. I promise you, this is gonna be that dish wherever you take it. People are gonna be raving about this, trust me. That said, I will catch you the next episode. Bye-bye.